Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Now on this channel, I cover a lot of indie games, and a lot of times these are games that are kind of homages or tributes to games previously in the past. Once in a while, we find a game that just takes certain elements of certain genres of games and does a unique little twist on them and presents itself in a fun, exciting way. Today's game is actually called Zero Strain. This is on PC, PS4, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. I was attracted to the way that this game looked when I saw a trailer for it. It has this like neon, futuristic, and also 80s retro type of look. You see this a lot in indie games more often. Everybody's trying to be some kind of cool chrome neon type of like dystopian future vibe, and honestly that's what caught my attention with it. But the other thing that caught my attention was the way that it looked like a different take on a shooter, like a shoot 'em up or some kind of like arcade type of gameplay that was really frantic and fast paced. I mean, the trailer sold me, the way the graphics and everything looked, so I wanted to go ahead and check out and see if this game was actually worth sinking the teeth into. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have ever heard about this game or checked it out because a lot of indie games such as this get lost in the shuffle, especially in the eShop. Thankfully, I checked this out in the Xbox One store, which is a little bit more easier to navigate in my opinion, and because I played this on Xbox, I was able to check the game out fully. So you're seeing Xbox One footage in this review. Now currently this game stands at $9.99, which is not a bad price in general for an indie game. I think it's actually in sale in the eShop as of this review, which is August 14th. This just came out like a day or two ago, so it is a rather new game. Now, what is the premise with this game? You go from stage to stage. These are like arena type of levels. Each one has some kind of different unique gameplay mechanic to separate itself. So one stage might be a level where you start on the top floor and you have to like make your way down several different levels of stages of enemies that try to shoot at you and have different types of like defensive techniques and offensive maneuvers that you have to like remember different patterns. It's pretty standard like that. Then once in a while you'll come to a level that is purely a wave, like a survival wave type of game, like an endurance round, where several enemies come at you within a allotted time and you have to just kind of try not to die. Classic arcade type of gameplay mode. And then of course there's some pretty insane and challenging boss fight levels that come at you, and there's a few other on here. There's a decent variety of each level presenting something different, but overall the overall feel of it is this neon futuristic look that just feels cool. It really caught my eye on that. Now the gameplay is definitely challenging. It's definitely up there in regards to some of the hardest games I've played. I would honestly say if the mishmash of this is almost like a twin stick shooter with a little bit of a roguelike to it. Not too heavy on that though, but you're not going to be good at this game immediately going in because it plays a little bit different than what you might be used to, especially if you're an arcade aficionado and you've played games in the past. It's not a bad thing at all, though. The learning curve of this game is not too steep. It's actually really fun. In fact, the game presents a, oh man, I was there, let me try one more time factor that is perfect, especially if you're a Nintendo Switch player, because the Switch is a handheld gaming powerhouse, and this is probably something that I would consider double dipping and getting on the Nintendo Switch just so I can get it on the go. So your ships, you start initially with one, and they have like 3 unique attacks, including a passive ability that is able to help defend yourself, and you got to develop, of course, a variety of how to proceed and to dodge the bullets and stuff like that. There's a little bit of bullet hell elements in here as well. You're able to dodge the bullets by dashing through them and stuff, but each ship is different. You unlock the ships as you progress through the game. You get some kind of like energy cell or some kind of like types of items as you progress that allows you to unlock different ships, and each ship has its own unique weapon set, its own unique passive abilities, and depending on which ship you're using on what level, it could even change how easy or difficult the levels are. So I guess in terms of replay value, unlocking the ships and going back and playing them with the different ships it might be a little bit interesting and fun. And in fact, some levels you have to get a certain amount of levels beaten. You get some kind of like gem or some kind of like mineral or something, or crystal, that allows you to proceed. So you do get a point in the game where it forces you to start over. It encourages replaying through previous levels and replaying them to get enough to proceed further in the story. So there is a little bit of an encouraged forced replay value to this. So you're going to be playing some of the same levels over and over and over, but in different ways, which is not at all a bad thing. Again, the game's challenging, but not too steep of a learning curve, and you'll pick it up once you die several times. But not at all did it feel cheap or anything like that. In fact, the controls felt pretty tight. They felt spot on, especially with an Xbox One controller. I just love the Xbox controller in general, so I'd assume it's just as good as on the other ones. I had fun, a lot of fun actually, with this game, and I wasn't expecting it to be as polished as it was. You know, sure, the way that the game looked itself caught my interest in things. So $9.99 is the asking price for this. I would say, honestly, that is a pretty fair price for what you're getting here. Okay, again, the game ain't too long. There's not a way of too many different variety of different modes though. And there's no like online multiplayer options or anything like that. But I will say, for a pick up and play retro style, you know, a take on a retro style genre and stuff, it's not too bad. Again, this came out not too long ago, I think like a couple days ago. It's currently on sale in the Switch eShop for $7.99. Its normal price is $9.99. So that's not too bad of a price, in my honest opinion, for what you're getting. I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. There's all sorts of different quirks and stuff. I'm probably not doing the game enough justice, but it did keep me entertained for quite some while. So I think it has a silver approval from 8BE. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the review there. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. Go ahead, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Is this something that you would consider checking out? Something that you want to skip? And don't forget to leave a like or dislike to help push this in the algorithm. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.